Welcome to Combat Cocktails. Ian and Derrick are going to make for you 3 Palomas.
Really easy.
Really easy. That's why we're going to do 3. It's going to be 2 ounces of Blanco Tequila. You could use whatever, but Blanco Tequila is typical. Half ounce of lime juice, and grapefruit soda, chilled, on top. So I made this drink, and I was like, when was the last time we made this? So I looked, and we used Squirt, and we made it, and you were like, I like it with Sanpellegrino. So I was like, hey, I'll go buy that. So I bought Sanpellegrino, and it's actually hard to find because everybody has a different name for grapefruit juice. This one's called Pompelmo. Which I'm guessing is Italian for grapefruit. What it's called. No, it's Pamplemousse. Yeah.
That's French.
So I thought Sanpellegrino was French, but I guess that's Italian.
Yeah, I think Italian.
Yeah. So if you get, you know what it is? If you buy, what's the French version of the water? Perrier. Yeah. Perrier is called Pamplemousse. Yeah. I didn't get Perrier because this one. So this isn't just seltzer, right? This is probably got sugar. Yeah, definitely. So they all should have sugar except for this one. So this is what I typically would use. But I had a conversation 2 weeks ago. We were with Dan over at his friend Gil's house, and I was making these because I just wanted something simple. And we used one of these bottles of Squirt. And I was like, Squirt tastes so much better, I think, than Fresca. So I was like, wouldn't it be cool to know? Because Fresca is sugar-free.
Okay.
No, it's diet.
Yeah, it's diet. So it's going to have aspartame taste or whatever. It has a diety taste to it. Squirt doesn't. What?
Enough ice?
That looks good. Okay. And since Squirt and Sanpellegrino have sugar in them, they're going to naturally have a little bit more tasty flavor than Fresca, I think. But I want to know how much difference, because usually when you're looking at balancing out calories,
right? How do you quantify it?
You're like, it's a taste factor, it's a fun factor. Like, is this good enough? It's not going to be better than the other two, but is it good enough as a substitute if you're looking to keep your calorie reduction low? And that is 0. This is 140, and this is.
Why are you drinking if you're looking to keep your calorie count low?
Yeah. So that's kind of my deal. Like, I like ginger beer and dark rum, right?
You're not worried about calorie count with ginger beer and dark rum.
Right, because rum is going to have a lot of calories. So just give it up. Just deal with the fact that you're having one of those days. That's your cheat day, and you work through the problem.
Day.
Your cheat month, June. June is cheat month. Everything, you can eat anything you want all the time, as much as needed.
Well, I'll say the Fresca and the Squirt look a lot alike.
They do. Does that show up on my...
You know, it doesn't get much easier than that to make 3 drinks.
No.
All built-ins. Probably give it a little stir before we taste it, just because we
don't want to do the mojito thing again?
Yeah, just so it doesn't end up like the mojito thing.
Yeah. We could... But the problem is I got really excited about the mojito. And I shot
You did.
So that
was worth it. In itself.
On camera,
I see your childish glee as you suck down all the liquor.
Yeah.
Which way are we going? We're going to start sugar-free?
I don't know. Does that make sense? Yeah, I guess that probably makes sense.
Let's go left to right.
Left to right.
Our left.
Our left to your right. Right?
Yeah. Delayed reaction.
Ooh, that's got some tequila in it. Oh, good night happening.
Derrick drank all the tequila.
There's no way.
There's no tequila in there. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no way. I didn't even drink 2 ounces.
It tastes like a weaker Paloma.
Yeah, I get a little aspartame finish. Lunazul Tequila, by the way, this is what I've been using for all my parties, and people really tend to like this idea.
Goes well.
They think it's like I'm like a fucking hero, but and they're not paying me, but I will take your money, Lunazul. We see these guys when we were at Tales of Cocktail. That bottle is probably like maybe 40 something bucks. So you can get a bottle of Lunazul for like $25, at least around New Hampshire, Massachusetts area. Yeah. And for that taste, I don't care if it's some tequila snob's going to be like, that is an autoclave, and that is not made with a standard cook. I don't fucking care. It's $25. I get it. I understand good tequila. I have good tequila. It's all over here. This
all the Sparkle Lucky's gone?
Yeah, Sparkle Lucky's. I don't know if Sparkle Lucky's gone. If it's not, it should be, because that's fucking 15 years old. Did you try this one?
Yeah.
That's really enjoyable. Hold on a minute. That's more bitter. Well, probably because there's no sugar.
Oh, this stuff's just good. All right.
It's smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It's very grapefruity.
Yeah.
It's got sweetness that the Fresca doesn't have, which adds to it a lot.
And it's got almost just like so the finish of this tastes like grapefruit. Like you get a bitter finish. Yeah. Not like bottled grapefruit, but more aggressively tart like a grapefruit.
Right.
This you don't get that with, even though there's no sugar in here. Maybe because it's
fake sugar.
Yeah. But it doesn't have it doesn't have the intense grapefruit.
See, to me that doesn't taste like a Paloma or the Squirt.
Really?
Mm.
That's like outside of it being, I think that's typically what you use for Palomas.
Really? I don't think the Bancroft uses Squirt for their Palomas.
They may use the Mexican brand. I can't remember what it's called.
Maybe.
It starts with the J.
Oh,
damn it.
Yeah.
I had it.
Jarritos?
Yeah, Jarritos. Jarritos would be like that's what you want to get to.
Right.
Those are hard to get.
This is my favorite. I like the Sanpellegrino one.
I might have to agree with you. I like the Squirt one.
Yeah.
Like I could drink those all day. It would be really bad for you, but because it's easy, and like it's.
I just don't get the grapefruity.
Right, it's easy, and it's a little sweet. This has that tart. This has a more all around taste profile.
Right.
Like you get the tequila, you get the grapefruit, you get a little bit of the sweetness.
Right.
That's it. Complex drink. It's got 2 ingredients. But I guess you can add the wine. But these ones, this one doesn't have any sugar at all, so you losing that dimension, and it doesn't have a lot of grapefruit. So I would like it to have grapefruit. Would be nice. I think. Yeah. Squirt is fine. It's a little even. Super easy to drink. It doesn't have a lot of character to it.
Yeah.
You can even add extra tequila.
It's like a rum and Coke.
Yeah.
It's a soda with the booze.
Yeah. We went through I think a whole bottle of that a couple weekends ago.
Yeah.
You also
I can see that.
Cups.
Yeah, I can see that.
And we had some people that were probably, I think, 21.
Okay.
I've been told they were 21. And so they're like, "Oh, what are you making?" I'm like, "Oh, here, try this." And they're like, "Oh, that's really good." I'm like, okay, there you go. You get a drink. And so I was like, "That's called a Paloma." Of course, there's somebody there that's like, I don't remember who it was. Maybe Christina, I don't know. But she's like, "Oh, he's the guy that makes the YouTube videos." Like, "Oh, I've seen him on YouTube, blah, blah, blah." That's called a Paloma. Actually, that was with Jolita. And like explaining the drink, I'm like, they're 21. It doesn't matter. Like, "Oh, I've had a Paloma before." I'm like, "You're not going to remember that. Just drink it. Have a good time." Like, if you're that young and you just want to drink and you don't care about the depth, the history, and all that crap, all I told her, and I've told Gil and the other people, is like, stop buying your fucking Jose Cuervo. Because he has a bottle of Jose Cuervo. He's like, it was a silver one, right? He's like, "Oh, I bought this." I'm like, this is the first time I met.
The traditional wasn't too bad.
It wasn't. It was silver.
Okay.
Which there's a traditional, which is a blanco.
Right.
Then there's Jose Cuervo silver, which is the same thing as gold, but it's in silver color.
Gotcha.
So I looked at it to see.
Caramel.
Yeah. So they just left the caramel color. So you're getting less for the amount that you spent. So I was like, I had just met him. Like, I'm going to tell you now, like, don't ever buy that again. I'm like, here's what you want to buy. And I told him, like, you need to get Lunazul. He's like, I've never even heard of that. I'm like, just go. I'll bring it next time, which I did. And I'm like, try that. It's going to be better. And you're only spending like $5 more. He's like, well, it's not and he said, he's like, it's not a cost thing. Like, he didn't go there.
Yeah.
It's a knowledge thing. He had no idea. Right. He's like, Jose Cuervo.
Well, think about when you went into this, right? It was to make a margarita.
Yeah.
And you didn't know.
No, I had no idea. And when I got into it, I was like, I want to have an idea. But he's like, I'm like, look, it's going to cost you more to buy this versus the $12.99 on sale product. He's like, it's not about money. He's like, that's just what I thought you were supposed to use.
Yeah. Because it's got such brand recognition.
Yeah. And brand recognition is just killing good cocktails. That's the point. Don't just buy shit because somebody told you to. Unless it's me, because I have nothing to gain. That's the trick. If you have nothing to gain, you can believe people.
Right. Don't believe the people with the best interest.
Don't buy non-100% agave.
Right. And if you hear The Rock say you need to buy Terramana tequila, put it in your freezer because it's better that way, fucking, that's a signal. Don't put your tequila in the freezer because it's better that way.
Cold dump.
It dulls out your senses. It's like, hey, you know what tastes better? I'm going to punch you square in the face. Try this tequila. How's that taste? Tastes great, doesn't it?
Right.
Like, you don't want to
punch in the face.
Right. What would you rather have? A punch in the face by The Rock or a people's elbow? Or do you want to just have some tequila? You're going to pick tequila every time. Well, I'd probably take people's elbow.
Yeah.
Just because
The Rock's pretty cool. So.
Yeah. But don't let that stuff cloud your judgment. Saying. Use our coupon code for AwesomeDrinks.com. It's called Spring23. Save yourself 23% at AwesomeDrinks.com until July 31st, 2023. Also, thanks. Shout out to Diana and Charles, our YouTube and Patreon subscribers that pay us. What do they call them? YouTube membership. Diana and Charles goes to patreon.com/CNC and helps us out there. If you enjoy the hard work we put in and want to pay me for it, like $3, $5, whatever. You know, I mean, you don't have to. It's just an option.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Huh. A little guilt trip for you. Yeah. Sidebar. There's going to be some videos that are going to be tequila related. Down below is the Bartender Awesome Drinks Bartender Starter Kit. I don't know why I said bartender twice, but it's all there. Get yourself started making cocktails today. That's it. We're teaching you how to drink.